How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we got some fun tonight. We're going to be unboxing this Raxda Rock 5, which is kind of a think of it as like a really souped up Raspberry Pi. But the reason we're doing it is going to be really fun too. So once I get this, once some more folks come on and we'll get this all set up and start rolling with it, we're going to have some fun. It's going to be a good night. One second, let me I need to spam out to everybody. That's not ideal. The headset's dead already. Well, the USB is at least. Let's see if I can do something about that. Good. That'll work. Good, it'll charge at the same time, so that's good. Good, it is charging at the same time. I just got it plugged in right now to USB-C. Of course it's... Much better. Okay, there we are. What do we got watching out there? I see one person. That's it so far. That's okay. We got time. Actually, I'm going to run my cables real quick. 1 second here. Let me mute myself so you guys don't have to hear this. All right, I think I got my audio figured out, so that's good. Anyway, might as well get started with this since at this rate it's probably going to be a pretty slow night, so that's perfectly fine. Sure. Oh, right, I got to continue spamming. So give me 1 minute to self-promotion. Man, this right ear is just like giving me nothing but problems here. Not sure what the hell's going on here. Okay, self-promote there, there. Spam myself there. Spam myself here. I think that's all of them. Yep, that's all of them. All right, cool. I got them all. Good. What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. Oh, it's a slow one tonight. Oh, it looks like pretty much everyone's on live tonight. Oh, man. That's okay, though. We'll get started, though, and worst case, we'll figure something out for later. All right. So, here's what we're going to open. Switch to overhead. Switch to overhead. There we are. We're opening a Radxa, R-A-D-X-A, Rock 5 Model A. It's about the same size as a Raspberry Pi, but it's got a couple of neat features to it. It'll support USB PD out of the box, so it'll pretty much use any voltage you throw at it. It also allows for really, really good voltage for pass-through. On top of that, it's still in this the Raspberry Pi form factor and can use their UPSs, which is super useful also. And it's still got the RK4588 chip, which is super, super nice when it comes to actually setting up, like when it comes to like setting up for like belabox or anything like that, which we'll probably end up. I'm not sure if we'll actually get to setting it up for belabox tonight. It really just depends on how many folks we end up having actually come in tonight. So, but in the meantime, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the basics of it. This one has, I believe, 16 gigs of RAM. Could be mistaken. Yeah, I think this is 16 gig. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out once I open her up. So, It's pretty much just a Raspberry Pi with some extra flavor. So this will be kind of cool. Hey, Koala, how you doing, man? And this one is a special edition one that I specifically ordered for myself. This one, and I love this. I really actually do love this. This one comes in pink. I got a pink one. Oh, it comes with an MMC also. That's great. Oh, and it comes with a matching eMMC. Yeah, that's great. So it's got a pinky MMC on it. But yeah, pretty much everything's exactly the same. It has the PCIe. I think that's for camera. That's PCIe. I think this is a 16 gig. Let me read the chips really quick. Yeah, let's get that. Those are, let me turn that around. Yeah, those are Micron. Those are 8 gig. Yeah, so it's 2 8 gig DIMMs. It's got pretty much everything I'd need. So that's pretty darn slick. I like that. Yeah, got a little power button, I think. I'm assuming that's a power button right there. Reset button of some sort. It has USB-C. I think this is, I'm not sure if this is... Hold on. Come on. Work with me here. Okay, so it has USB-C. It's got 2 HDMIs. One's 8K, one's 4K. We're not going to care about that. It has a combo, I believe, microphone speaker jack. Yeah, that's a combo. So combo headphone speaker jack or headphone microphone jack. 4 USB-As. Ethernet, just standard Ethernet. Nothing special about that. And it's got all the GPIO pins. Now the GPIO pins are pretty much exact. Oh yeah, and it does PoE also, just like the Raspberry Pi 4 or 5. So as those are for PoE. These ones here. Move you, son of a bitch. And then this, it's got the standard GPIO pin layout for a Raspberry Pi 4. Now, cool thing is one thing I have that I always found that was kind of useful and cool. I have a UPS that actually connects to a Raspberry Pi. So theoretically, what I should be able to do is connect this to the Raspberry Pi here. Is it an M.2? If only the Pi would. This one does not have an M.2. This one has an... Oh shit, that is an M.2. You're correct. Yeah, this is an M.2 for Wi-Fi. I'll be damned. I didn't even see that. Nice catch, man. That's super useful. But also, it's not a Raspberry Pi. It's definitely something else. So keep that in mind when I'm doing all this stuff. So this should, theoretically, just hold down on here. I should be able to hold it down with these for the time being until I get actual header for it. I'll get the right ones here in a minute. Actually, I'll probably do that later. Let's see, do I have a... No, is that the wrong size? Let's actually just turn that. Nope. It's a little bit too big. All right, let me go grab the right one really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab my kit real quick. I believe my iFixit kit is downstairs, so I can't really make use of that. Yeah, I'm not running all the way downstairs for it. But, is that right? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So that's the right side. So that'll work. And 2 of these is probably enough for the stuff I'm doing here. So I'm just screwing this on there just to hold it in place. I'm going to do one more. Yeah, that should be right. Now, theoretically, when I turn this on, so I have this little UPS. When I turn on the UPS, and I press the power button on this, I should be getting something. Those are touching, right? No, they're not. I need a little bit more on that one. There we are. Is that going to work off of that? There it goes. Look at that. Sweet. So it's booting. So it's doing exactly what we want it to do. That's actually booting up. Yeah, so this is a 16 gig one, actually. Not 8 gig. This is actually 16 gig. So it's a little bit better than that, which is actually kind of nice. Yeah, it runs the RK3588 chipset, which is... Mwah, it's chef's kiss, man. I love that chipset. It's for media, like multimedia encoding and stuff like that. It's just amazing. All right, so we got this connected. So theoretically, I should be able to put an eMMC in it. How do I flash this thing? I bet you there's a way I could flash it. I don't know what size the eMMC is, actually. Oh, it's saying using USB to eMMC reader. Ugh. Let's see. But I bet you what I could do is I could use a micro SD, install the image, and then use the image transfer stuff to do all the work for me. If I can find a micro SD. Oh, found one. And an SD card. Now I just need a reader, which I'm pretty sure I have in here too. Man. I swear to God I didn't plan it for it to go this well. I want to have to walk all the way over there, 5 feet away, and do all this stuff off camera. But unfortunately, it looks like I might have to. Gosh darn it. Yeah, because I don't have an SD card reader on this thing, so I have to use a... Yeah, I'll just do it over here real quick. I'll be right back, guys. I don't have this computer hooked up to the network, so we're up to video, so unfortunately you guys can't see what I'm doing. But I think you'll live. Literally just using Boolean Etcher to write a file. Yep, just downloading the installer. And sorry about the noise. I'm having to fix my earphone again. Let's check this drive. Disk util. Yep, it's there. What's on the drive? I have no idea what this is, actually. Oh, it's old. Very old. All right, cool. So that's downloaded. It's going to use Blana Etcher to write it. Sorry, guys, I have to do this off camera. I apologize. Flash file. Let's unzip that. All right, now we wait just for a couple minutes while this pushes. %, 5%. Sorry, you guys can't see this move with me. I apologize. It's very sad. Almost there. It's going super slow. It's at 18% now. Oh, we'll also need Ethernet, so let me get that set up real quick here. I'll need a second one of those. Just so we can connect to the darn thing. So while that's going, I'm going to do that back here. I swear that's all I'm doing back here. I'm not doing anything special, guys. Just getting Ethernet set up. Gotta find a long Ethernet cable. I think I got a few over here. It's a DisplayPort cable. That would have been really useful yesterday when I was looking for one. There's one. Well, that is a particularly long one, too. That'll work. I think that'll get there. Worst case, it'll get me into my switch, and I can do the rest of it from there. So, let's put this in. Yeah. Everything's a little bit of a mess back here, so I apologize, guys. As I said, I'm still kind of in the process of getting everything set up here, so you guys know how that goes. There we are. All right, it is at 85%. Actually can't see Twitch chat right now, so give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on over there. Oh, it's because nobody's actually talked over there. Okay, that's fine. Hey. Oh, I gotta follow. That's nice. Now that's validating. I'm gonna skip the validation. I don't really care that much. All right, good. So here's the cool part. Now that this is flashed, I should be able to just pop this into the eMMC slot here. That's the wrong way. Of course it is. Wait, is that the wrong way? No, pins are on the bottom. Okay. Oh, sorry, the micro SD slot. I only need it just long enough to install the flash. There's the correct slot, yeah. So just put the micro SD card right there. I just need it long enough to flash and install belabox. And then I should be able to not have to use it again, actually, which will be kind of cool. All right, so I need a battery. I need a U to plug into here. Then I need a USB-C cable, which I know I have one down here. And you're probably asking yourself, why am I doing this? Headless? Yeah, it runs. I'll show you why. I pretty much control everything on it over the network, and I'll show you why here in a second. This is actually, I'm setting this up for belabox, which is for what I use for IRL streaming. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm pretty much just setting up a brand new belabox system for this. And then after that's set up, I should be able to get it running perfectly fine, and I'll be happy with my life. Is that the right box? I think that's it, actually. I'm starting to clean up stuff and get everything ready to actually be, set up properly. So everything's a little bit in in flux right now, unfortunately. You guys know how that goes. Ah, yeah, that's the big box. Sitting right there on top. So the input to this just uses good old micro USD or micro USB. So this is actually a 4 amp, 5 watt or 5 volt, 4 amp power supply or UPS. So now what I need to do is turn it on. It's not on. Come on. There we are. Now it's on. We got pretty lights. And I should be able to go to my... I'm actually going to log into my router really quick. My router should tell me what's actually going on here. So if I switch to PC, switch to PC, show PC, toggle PC, damn it, toggle desktop, there we are, toggle follow, toggle follow. Toggle follow. You being a bitch. Oh, probably because. Fine, I'll do it the hard way. Toggle follow. Oh, toggle screen. There we are. All right, so I should be able to go into here, go into here, and eventually it should show up here in a second. Let me wait till that actually comes up. Yeah, it is headless though, which is kind of nice. I actually like it that way. Damn it, this thing has just not fit me right for some reason all of a sudden. There we are. That's better. Yeah, it's just not fitting in my ear right though, which is kind of annoying. Now it's actually fitting the way I want it to. All right, cool. So let me switch back to overhead while I try to figure this out. I wonder how long this will take. Wired. Not yet. Still thinking. Did it turn itself off? Oh, it might have. Oh, you know what? I bet it did turn itself off because it's probably done. So let's turn it back on. And now it should start showing up. Not yet. Still thinking about it. All right. So let's see. Is it showing up yet? Not yet. Nope, not yet. So I bet you I still need to stick it in there for longer. Let's turn this off then. So let's stick that back in there. There we are. Got an extra light now. It's got a blue light and a green light, and it's definitely thinking. Worst case, I know how I can flash it the hard way. I'd just rather not do it. Is it still on? Nope. Shows a green light and a blue light, and then the blue light just goes out. And that flashes for a few times. Let's see if there's anything on their site. So I really don't want to have to order a eMMC to eMMC adapter. Okay, let's pull that out. Push the button. See if that boots now. Or if it just shuts itself off again. It's staying on this time, so that's good. Okay. Not yet. Does it not have a network, or is it just thinking? Oh, it might just be thinking. It's definitely plugged in, so that's good. Let me check the ports. Office, PyKVM, that. It's plugged in. There's no blinking lights, but it's plugged in. Double check to make sure it's plugged in on this side. Okay, could be. Okay. No network on it. Gosh darn it. Why are you trying to hurt me like this? I mean, I guess I could do it the hard way. It isn't the ideal way of doing this, but it is a way to do this. So I guess we'll try it. Also requires me to take apart my orange pie. Unless it's still thinking. No. That's fine. We can do it the hard way, I guess. So I need another cable for data. Oh, I have an extra cable for data right here. Sweet. All right. And I need to take this little guy apart. Which means I need my small one. These out. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it in my Orange Pi 5 here, which I know I can use to write to that. Actually, let me just double check to make sure nothing's come up since I've last looked. Nope. Left 6, nope. Maybe it's the network cable. I'll check that before I start doing crazy stuff. Or I could just, you know what? Oh, to hell with it. You know what? I'll just put the install on here, and then I'll just deal with this. I'll actually get a USB to eMMC to USB, just so y'all can actually see how this stuff works. So, okay, so let me just download this. Got a download going over here. Maybe I'll search really quick. Okay, download's done. Opening the file. Getting Radxa up. And flashing. All right, and I'm flashing. Sorry about this, guys, again. I know I keep apologizing. I probably shouldn't. It's my Midwestern background. I'm working on it. I swear it's almost done. I'm just going to boot off the SD card. It'll just probably be easier that way to do that. Oh, I was supposed to meet some friends tonight. Oops. Oh, it's going so slow. I'm going to see if I can find an eMMC to USB adapter online. That doesn't look completely sketchy. Yeah, they all kind of look sketchy. I bet you once I get this booted, I can figure out how to copy it over. Oh, migrate from SD to eMMC. Oh, rock chip flash tools. That's good. I found a thing. Actually, might already have this. Extract the driver. Install the driver. Driver's installed. Oh, I already have driver assistant. Sweet. Not driver assistant. I want the dev tool. Okay. Classic install options. Okay. I wonder if this works the same way as the, I'm not sure. It might work the same way as it does on the Orange Pi 5, where I just basically have to push a button, give it power, and it does the stuff. It's pretty kind of useful. Oh, skip validation. Reject. Let's turn this bad boy off here. Cool. Let's plug this in. Turn it on. There we are. Let's see if this boots. We'll see here in a few minutes whether or not it boots. It takes a few the first time, if I recall correctly. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. 8. 9. Hey, we got belabox. Okay. Set my password. Hey, yo, I'm in. Sweet. So, I'm actually in here. So, theoretically, I should be able to set up everything I need to do. RTMP, USB JPEG. Yeah. It's got my RSOTLA settings. It's got my SSH stuff. I'm actually going to start the SSH server. Okay. Cool. Cool. Move those cables. That's going to drive me nuts. Got some cables that go in front of the monitor, and they're kind of driving me insane. Okay, So it is showing that. No, that's not showing up. So my eMMC is not showing up, right? Which tells me it might not be plugged in. Yeah, my eMMC might not be plugged in right. Which is fine. We can figure that stuff out later. Sorry, it's right behind where you guys are looking. That's fine. Let's lock that up there. Toggle screen. Toggle screen. Cool. Oh yeah, I set up audio commands to do things. So it actually like does things like so I can have it like do things like switch to PC. Oh. Switch to live. Switch to PC. Switch to XOC. Switch to BRB. Sorry. Activate privacy. Enable privacy. Enable privacy. What did I call it? Yeah. Enable privacy mode. See, I can do fun stuff like that now. Switch to overhead. Camera A. Camera B. Camera A. You know, fun stuff like that. So yeah, got little fun toys like that. It's cool. Anyway, so let's finish getting this set up so we can actually do some stuff. This will actually be kind of fun once we actually get this rolling. I have... Where's my camera? I had my camera. It's going to be on a hell of a delay, but we'll at least be able to see it. Where is my camera? Yeah, I'm a friggin' nerd like that. I just needed to do something like that. So, like, honestly, I switch camera. I mess up on switching cameras so much that, like, I feel like I kind of need to do something, or at least give myself the opportunity to do that. Plus, it was a really fun project. I don't know where that... Gosh. I would lose my head if it weren't attached today, man. Shit. I just want to show him cool stuff. I'm so tired. Actually, I am absolutely exhausted today. I was in training all day today, and it was tiring, to put it nicely. Yeah, tiring is a nice way to put it. Absolutely freaking exhausted is a better way to put it. Yeah. Hey, there's my sunglasses. I was looking for those. So where the fuck is my Osmo Action 5? Or Action 4? Went here? No. You went here? Yes, that's exactly where you are. Ah! Giant 15-foot friggin' USB cable I have attached to it. Sweet. Shit, I need a C to A though. Actually, it might work off the USB-C port. Maybe I'll check. Will it work off the USB-C port? Let me see. Is it smart enough to work off of that? No, it's not. Let me see if I can find a C to A adapter. I think I got an extra one floating around here somewhere. Yeah, I got one right here. Sweet. C to A. So you plug you in here. Then you plug in there. And I'll plug you in here. There we are. Now it's booting up. It's not picking up UVC mode though. That's kind of annoying. That's okay. We can figure that stuff out. Okay. No, it's just not showing up. It's getting power, but it's not actually showing up. Which tells me... Let's try this bottom one, maybe. That's not working either. Okay, let's try a different cable. We got a C to A cable. I've got to have a C to A cable. Oh, I got one right here. Sweet. Alright. So, fuck that cable. Let's try this one. Let's plug in the top one here. We'll plug this one into here. Let that boot up. There we are. Awesome. So we got UVC working. So that's good. So over here, it's actually registering, so that's good. Cool. All right, cool. So let me set up belabox really quick. I'm going to put this in overhead mode, set up belabox on the side. Okay. Okay. Now, oh. Encoder settings. Oh, I got a ton of updates too. Let me do those really quick. Oh, I need my cloud key. There we are. So let's do a watch. Cool. Shit. Well, I'm rotating those. Yep, I'm gonna have to rotate these, so give me a second. Sorry guys, I gotta reset my keys. I just showed them on stream. Okay. I feel like a doofus. My remote cloud key. Ah. Okay, that one's correct. Coder settings. So TLA settings. Okay, so it's connected to belabox. That's good. Create a new audio, new source here. Yeah, it's almost done. So maybe that isn't an MMC that comes with it. Let's see. Stop. Oh no, that's not correct. I see what's going on here. Let's go here. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Oh, that's probably loud for you guys. Hold on. Oh, that's probably loud for you guys. Hold on. So there is a bit of a delay. But yeah, that's working. Sweet. All right, one problem down. I wonder why I could get it to work with that, though. That was kind of weird. But that's okay. Here, let me copy over that one over. But yeah, that's working. It's a terrible angle on me, but it's working. All right, cool. So yeah, this is belabox. So basically what it does is it actually runs. So the way it's set up, no, that's the wrong one. God, that's a terrible angle on me. But basically what I do is I have this run as a UVC into this machine, into the box here. The box is actually sending over the internet back to me. So I have it going out to an SRT LA server, and then I'm pulling from the SRT server back to me. So that's why you're getting a little bit of a latency on it, because it's going all the way out, then all the way back in a couple of times. But the cool thing is I can actually wanted to bump the bit rate up pretty much as high as I wanted to, which is kind of useless, but it's still kind of fun. And here, I'll shut that down really quick. So I have it set to 1080p 30. You can also have it send a test pattern if I really wanted to. See, simple test pattern. Toggle screen. Toggle screen. Okay. Yeah, so I could do, let's do 1080p. That'll just send whatever. It's a 1080p 60 webcam, so, or 1080p 30 is all it sends anyway, so. And for audio source, I can just do no audio. That might actually be easier, and then I'll just start it up. And you can send it, see it's sending a ton of data. Now, if I were to like hook up like one of my access points to this or something like that, or it would actually go a lot faster. Well, not a lot faster, but at least it actually aggregates it across multiple connections. So if I were to like, let's say, take one of this one. So we're going to take like one of these little fellas here and plug this in. Jesus, it's not short out the damn board. Let's put one in there. Let's put another one in here. It uses link aggregation, not bonding, but link aggregation. So now, if we take a look over here, you can see that I actually have two more Wi-Fi's set up that I can actually connect to and send data over. And now you can notice it's sending 8,000 over this one, 5,000 over this one. So it's sending over both at the same time. And it stops sending data. Why'd you stop? It's in webcam mode. Or I didn't put it on this one yet, so that's why. Give that a second to sync up. Yeah, now you can see it's actually, see how it's actually, yeah, it's actually even, it's actually making it more even across both of them. And I can do the same thing if I like hook it to like my AT&T one, which is right over there. It'll actually use my AT&T one. Let me actually switch that to live because I don't want to show you guys my passwords. Now I'll switch it back to PC. Now you can see it's actually sending, WLAN 1 is actually sending to AT&T. WLAN 0 is sending to, is sending over my Wi-Fi, and ETH 0 is sending to, sending that way. Yeah, I don't want to share that. Now here's the cool thing. I'm not going to use the ETH 0, so I'm just going to disconnect that now, because I don't need it. And you're asking yourself, how the heck do I know where to connect to the darn thing? Well, that's where belabox comes in. Belabox has this awesome little thing called belabox remote. It allows me to control it remotely directly off their site. So I actually have full control. I can turn it off. I can turn it back on. That should pop up here in a second. Why isn't it popping up? There it goes. But hey yo. Yep. So I can control it all remotely. And then I don't have to think about it. This is the same setup I use when I do my IRL streams though. So this way I can literally control it all from I literally just do it from my phone. So I can actually control everything. I can actually get to the same interface directly from my phone. And then I also have the bots, which you've probably seen in the past, that actually go and do the stuff I wanted to do for me, so I don't have to think about it, which is kind of cool. And I mean, the video quality isn't like the best. Like it's not like, it's not the same as like, you know, my fucking $3,000 cameras or anything like that, but it's still pretty darn good, you know? I mean, it still looks pretty good. So I'm not going to complain about it or anything. But it's perfect for like this kind of, you know, for like doing like, for doing like IRL streams and stuff like that. It's actually got a lot of pretty decent features when it comes to that kind of stuff. And the color accuracy is pretty decent and everything. More than 2 link aggregation in the lab, but outside using Wi-Fi and phone. I use 3. I have one on AT&T, I have one on T-Mobile, I have one on Verizon. Have you bought yourself a shirt today? Have you considered buying yourself a shirt with my face on it? Go to my store link that I just got posted in chat if you would like to. Get yourself, if you want me to be on your chest, if you want to put my face on your chest. And I mean that in the most loving way possible, I promise. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I dig the hell out of it. Get a picture of my get my face put on your chest. You can also get my face on your phone if you would like. I also have stickers. Also, have you ever thought to yourself, I would like to get a lot more extreme overclocking equipment. Where would I go for something like that? And the answer to that is elmorelabs.com. Use my link. And use the code Antitux at checkout and get 10% off. Oh, I'm a shill. I'm shilling today, man. But yeah, it's fun. It's working out pretty well. Obviously, the video is looking fine. The audio isn't great. I mean, from what you heard, you could probably tell that, but it's good enough for like when you're out in the open. But the cool thing is I pretty much got this set up. Well, the camera was probably the most expensive part of this. Then, yeah, pretty much everything else is just extra on top of that. And it's working fine. Can't complain. I trimmed my beard. I did a little bit. You know, the problem was is that I was growing out of my neck, out down here. I got it trimmed up about, about 3 or 4 months ago. And she trimmed it really tight on down up in here. So what I did is I actually trimmed, so the neck was growing out, but the neck was growing below it. So I had this layer, and then I had the neck layer that you don't do until this is about 4 or 5 inches long. Hey, poorly. So basically what I did is I just trimmed my neck stuff up. This is actually the exact same length as it's been for the last couple of months. I trimmed the neck part of it through here. That it doesn't really look good until I actually get like a real, you know, until it actually grows back out a little bit more. Because right now it's only, what, about 4 inches? Probably about 4 inches long. So I'm waiting until it gets out to about 5 or 6 again, and then I'll start growing out the neck again. Because that's what pushes it out and makes it look kind of cool. But I got to wait until this grows back out before I can do that. Oh, how's the audio sounding, by the way? Am I crackling or anything? Or do I sound pretty decent? I can never tell. Good. Glad to hear that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had Tony TM helping me out with my stuff the other day, getting stuff set up. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on streaming like a long time tonight. I'm exhausted. I'm beat just from I was in training all day long. But we got the camera up. That's working great. See, we got the camera up right there. And so that's working properly. At this point in time, I guess what I'll do is I do have a few more things I want to do. I want to configure my, I don't know if I want to get the bots up today. No, I'm not going to get the bots up today. I'll get them up next time. But yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Let's call it an easy stream tonight. Tomorrow, let me check my stream schedule really quick. Hold on. Yeah, let's actually take a look at my stream schedule really quick, and that'll actually give you a pretty good idea. Okay, so tomorrow I'm supposed to be, let me turn this off. All right, so tomorrow I'm supposed to be streaming from 6 to 9. I'm probably only going to do 6 to 8 tomorrow, to be honest. I missed Tuesday's stream because of the weather. Y'all have known me long enough, I'm assuming, to know that if it's raining outside or if there's bad thunderstorms or anything, I do not stream, mostly because I don't want to lose power in the middle of my stream and break hardware. So I like to turn off everything just in case. I don't want to deal with power surges. There's huge lightning storms and stuff that come through out here into the Phoenix area, and I just don't want to risk it. I'd rather not risk my equipment. So I usually turn it off. So tomorrow night I'm going to stream. I have a stream scheduled from 6 to 9. I'm probably not going to do the full 6 to 9. I'll probably do like 6 to 8. And I might actually start a little bit earlier than that. I mean, I can't really complain, dude. I've been online for almost 2 hours now. And then Friday is just our normal tech stream that we do every Friday. I might do some extreme overclocking this week. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on this, but I might actually go and get liquid nitrogen. As long as the weather holds up, I will do that. So actually, let me check the weather really quick for the next couple of days. Yeah, let me check the weather for Friday. Friday looks clear, so yeah, let's do some XOC on Friday. That would actually be fun. And then Saturday, I'm online for a few hours, probably about 3 hours. It says 1 to 5, but it's probably going to be realistically like 1 to 3. And then next week's schedule, I don't have next week. I actually need to do my schedule for next week anyway. So I'll go through and I'll make sure that I do my schedule for next week too. But yeah, let me find somebody to raid into really quick, and then we can figure this out. So give me just a minute here. Let's do JD Does Stuff. He's a good dude. He's actually been a pretty good supporter. So let me raid into him really quick. He's come by the stream a few times, and he's always been pretty cool. But yeah, I will be on tomorrow. I will be on Friday and Saturday, and probably Sunday, Monday. I don't know what my wife's schedule is. I generally stream when she's not around. So anyway, thank you all. Have a great night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.